welcome back to lag to another episode of Dorm Talks with Chris and John. I'm John, that's Chris, and today, after a long-awaited episode, we are answering your questions for a mailbag episode. We are sorry for the delay. The last couple weeks were kind of insane for the both of us. Um, it didn't get less insane. We just happened to have a free afternoon. Um, but we're here. We're going to answer a lot of your questions. Some are no longer relevant anymore due to timing, but we're going to answer most of them, so it still should be good. Um, but yeah, Chris, how we doing today?
We are doing good. We're here. We're back finally. So we're happy. I'm happy. I don't know about you, but I'm happy.
Oh, I'm stoked, baby.
All
I'm
right, don't say that, but
okay. Okay. Sorry.
you should be.
My bad. But before we get into your questions, we had a couple of NFL trades and transactions that happened as of late that are like kind of huge in the scheme of NFL moves in this point of the season, like pre free agency, pre the draft. So these are a pretty big deal. Um, let's kind of go into in chronological order here and start with the the David Montgomery trade. Sonic and Knuckles are no more. Can you tell us the details of that trade, Chris?
Gotcha. So for that trade, David Montgomery goes to the Texans for Senator Juice Scruggs, a fourth and a 2027 seventh.
So yeah, that's a lot for David Montgomery, but I don't know about you, but I like that because I mean, obviously the Texans were had a bad offensive line, but their run game, I mean, like Nick Chubb was washed. Woody Marks is good, but he's not a every down back kind of guy. So to get a guy like David Montgomery who has shown he can be like his own dude, and to have him split the backfield with their other backs, I think you add a element to your offense is really going to help you.
Yeah. Um, I agree as well. Firstly, Jahmyr Gibbs stocks go up crazy because all of a sudden he's going to be their main and really only running back. It'll definitely be a little weird because now all of a sudden he's going to be expected to play every down too. But that offense also has enough weapons to where it won't be like as big of a deal as I think people are making it out to be.
And you can always pick someone up at the draft. Running backs, you can get them.
Yeah, and it made sense too. I think his contract was coming up, right? He's getting up
Yeah,
there in age too, so it's like you don't obviously why you don't want to split them up, but it's also like
it
you
makes
can't keep them
sense.
both forever.
And you have to pay Jameer soon,
Exactly.
and you cannot let him go.
Like that's one of the best. That's like one of the three best running backs in the league right now. Like
Yeah, our running back list is going to be interesting. He's probably top two for me.
yeah, he's gonna be one or two for me.
Yeah,
That's gonna be real interesting between him and Bijan and Saquon going into next season.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man.
It's a
Um,
I think Saquon might be the one that gets that number three spot, but I ain't gonna spoil it.
yeah, I think we'll probably do that around June. We'll
Yeah,
we'll, we'll see. I
we'll
mean,
get
we
back to
started the podcast later than June, so like we'll see what happens. We might do it a little earlier.
we could do our 1 year anniversary of the podcast. No, not 1 year.
Yeah, well, we do got to figure out something for the 1 year.
Yeah,
Maybe we do that in person or something. Maybe
yeah,
maybe
because
we make that big.
because the first episode was what QB rankings.
QB rankings was the
Yeah,
first.
so maybe we do that in person for 1 year. You never
That'd be
know.
pretty cool.
That'd
Maybe
be
have a guest on or something. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know.
We
We'll
don't know yet.
see.
We don't know yet. We don't know.
Maybe we bring a quarterback on. I don't know. I don't
Hey, man,
know.
we'll pull some strings. We'll get Jalen Hurts here. We'll both rank him
That's
number
right.
one.
That's right. I'm gonna slide his DMs and be like, "Bro, please."
Like, bro, you owe me a favor.
Bro, I rode for you all season, man.
Please, bro. I remember that Chargers game. I was sitting here playing for my life. Please. Come back.
You made it very hard for me, man.
Jay, Jay, I called Justin Herbert garbage in four different languages. Jay, please.
I see. Give me one game. You threw me a pick. You owe me this pod, man.
But no, yeah, we'll figure something out.
All right. So yeah, that's the David Montgomery trade. Next, the next thing that happened, I think this is next. Kyler Murray got released from the Arizona Cardinals. Um, this is kind of, and they're gonna cover the salary, so he's gonna sign with a minimum to whatever team he wants and wants him, which is a big deal. Because I mean, say what you want about Kyler Murray, to have a quarterback of this caliber available for a minimum contract is kind of insane.
Yeah,
It
honestly, I'm a big Kyler Murray hater. Not really. I'm not a hater. It's just fun to make fun of him.
just because I like him.
Yeah, honestly, it's really what it is. And he's like too easy to make fun of. That's really what it is, man. But it's a big difference maker for certain teams like Steelers. Well, not really Steelers. I don't know. I don't care who's at that QB. They're gonna
I
somehow go in like 500.
I would hate if he goes to the Steelers, bro. I would
Like
hate it.
that. Nothing's gonna change about them. But like a team like the Vikings,
That's
or
a big one that gets
like that's obviously that's everybody's first choice.
Indianapolis,
Yeah. Oh, they just transition tag Daniel Jones.
which is
That was
so weird. I
I,
would rather just him let him walk. I don't
I didn't
know.
I didn't even know that was a thing until that happened. Um, first time in like 30 years, I think it's happened.
Yeah, and it's like $37 million.
Yeah, yeah. So there's that. The Dolphins was another one I saw people like throwing around
Mhm. People
too.
said the Jets. I'm like, that's such a bad idea.
It could be the Jets too. That'd be pretty funny.
Jets and Steelers, I would hate so bad.
I think the Vikings would definitely be the most interesting one.
If I'm Kyler, all I want is go to the Jets. I mean, the Vikings. I mean,
Oh man, I mean, hey man,
all,
you're the
all,
Kyler
all,
fan here.
all I want is Kevin O'Connell to be my play caller, and have a defense run by Brian Flores, and throw to Justin Jefferson. What else would you want?
Yeah, if he wants to revive his career, like Minnesota would be the place.
And Minnesota needs it. Like,
Minnesota does need a serviceable quarterback. I don't. The Kirk Cousins jokes are a little too like relatable right now for them. I don't. I can't.
yo, it'd be so funny if all they end up doing is bring Kirk Cousins back. Like,
That'd be fun. That's the funniest timeline, I think. Or no, the funniest one would be like Aaron Rodgers.
he needs to retire,
Um,
bro.
but I think I also saw one. Somebody said the Chiefs
That's
for,
interesting.
for Kyler.
That's
Look,
interesting.
I'm trying to think of who else. Yeah, yeah, those are the teams.
Chiefs is interesting. Chiefs is a fun one that you could be like, man, like technically, you let Pat Mahomes sit for a year. Um, Now obviously you're not gonna probably get if you're playing to win if you're signing Kyler. So it's like they probably need a reloading year. Like if I'm the Chiefs, I want to be bad this year because we need to restock. Because now I mean we can get into this trade now.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a
You had
perfect
to.
segue.
This is a great segue.
It's like, oh my
Um,
God,
I
Flow
will
State.
say I want Kyler to Indianapolis too. I
Okay,
think uh, him in a Shane Steichen offense would be very similar to what Shane did with Jalen Hurts. They're different players, but I think you could see kind of how that works. And I think that'd be really nice, especially if you can retain Alec Pierce. Um, but yeah, um, they had to trade Trent McDuffie, their best defensive player, I think right now. Chris Jones is probably still there, but like he's on his way down a little bit.
yeah,
Still very very good. Not trying to discredit him at all, but like McDuffie's genuinely one of the best corners in the league, and they didn't want to pay him because they just paid Nick Bolton last year, um, which kind of looks iffy now. But like
but I also think this is a good trade for them.
they got a lot back. Why don't you tell us the trade package because
Yeah.
they got a lot for him.
So the Chiefs traded Trent McDuffie to the Rams for the 29th pick, a fifth, a second, a sixth, and a 2027 third, which is a
That's a
lot.
lot.
That's a lot. That is
that's a that's a lot of solid players for a cornerback.
a lot of really good. That's a lot. That couldn't be that. So as you said, this is a really good reloading year because all of a sudden, bunch of young talent, they're just back in contention again.
And the Rams have to extend him now.
Yeah.
Um, but I like the idea of it for the Rams because what was their number one big weakness on that team? It was the secondary. I mean, you had you had who was Emmanuel Forbes was cornerback one a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And and that's not good, man. That's not great.
I think he had a solid year, but like, yeah,
Right.
all
But
of a
he
sudden you add like a legitimate cornerback one. And while yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you're giving up a bunch of draft capital. He's older. You're gonna have to re-sign him.
he's
Stafford isn't
25,
getting
dude.
yeah. Is he?
He's 25.
I thought he was like 27.
No. No, this is off his rookie contract, bro.
Oh my God. He see that's crazy. He feels like a seasoned corner.
Yeah, he's one of the more underrated guys who seemed to bend around a little bit, but yeah, he's 25.
You know, he's like oh man, there's a couple plays when you're like, oh man, he's only like 27 or something like that.
Right.
So it's fun. Well
It's
yeah,
like,
but
will Devin Booker ever turn 30? I've been
we
watching that
realized
man
Devin
since.
Booker's a little older when when they made fun of him at the All-Star game. You're like, yeah, he's not big.
Say, bro, he's 29.
Yeah, he's been here for a while.
He's been in the league for 12 years, I swear to God.
Guys, he played against Kobe, guys. Like he's been here for a minute.
Like, yo, did you see the Suns team he was on, bro? Do you see those rosters?
Bro,
He was
those
with PJ Tucker. He was PJ Tucker on the Suns, bro.
I think he was playing with Eric Bledsoe for a minute. Oh man.
Oh man,
It's like
I
three
think he had
years.
Jamal Crawford on one of those teams, bro. I think.
Oh man. I'm like, yeah, y'all look at that picture when he had the 70. You're gonna see some funny faces on that team, man. But well, yeah, but that's good stuff because even then, now, yeah, Matthew Stafford isn't getting any younger.
I think
Like,
this
yeah,
is last year.
he had a great year, but like, who's to say those back injuries we were talking about going into this season don't like start acting back up like the next season? You know what I mean?
I also heard. I don't know if it was Todd McShay that said it, but it's like there's no guarantee Sean McVay come like if Stafford retires, there's no guarantee that because remember after that Super Bowl when they started going like trending down a little bit, there was a lot of rumors that McVay was going to retire.
Mhm.
Like he was bait. I thought he was done. I thought he was out the door at like age 25 or however old McVay is. And the rumor is he was going to go do TV for a little bit. Um, and then eventually come back. So it's like that could be on the table too if Stafford retires, which I think he will after this year. Especially
Whether
if
or
they win
not,
the Super Bowl.
yeah, whether or not they win a Super Bowl, this is probably like one of his last 2 years
Yeah.
in the league, which is crazy that he just won an MVP. Like he just had his best statistical year in one of his last like 2, 3 years.
Even if it was a pity MVP, he won an MVP.
Wasn't a pity MVP.
It sure was.
I don't think it was. Drake, the
Any other
schedule man,
quarterback,
got embarrassed by
any other
actual defense.
quarterback loses that Falcons game,
I
they
don't
lose the MVP.
I don't want to hear it.
Bro,
That was my MVP. That's my MVP.
Drake May deserves the. It was a regular season award, and Drake May was the MVP in the regular season.
Drake May's nickname is no longer Drake May. It's the schedule. It's SOS.
Well, now he has no wide receivers. It's Booty, and that's it.
Oh my
And the
god. Oh,
rest
he
is
is
Booty.
Stephon Diggs got released.
Actually, they might have gotten better. Addition by subtraction there. Um,
Him and Jerry Judy, worst 1,000-yard wide receivers of all time.
all right, let's get into DJ Moore trade because we got a lot of questions to hit.
Yeah, we did. So DJ Moore was traded for, oh my god, why is it not here? It was a 2026 second round pick, and Buffalo gets DJ Moore and a 2026 fifth round pick.
I was so surprised they got a second round pick out of him.
Yeah, me too. That was a lot. But I
I was
guess
like,
because the fifth round pick got thrown in too, but even then,
listen, first thing I said when I saw it was like, man, if we trade AJ Brown,
I know.
we're getting a gold mine, bro.
This is the exact package everybody was trying to get Howie to trade AJ Brown for.
Literally. Like he was like a second and a fourth. It's like
Like, who do you think you are?
it'll be like Brandon Ayuk in a third. Bro, what?
I almost shot somebody when I saw that dude. If I see
Brandon
more like what's his name? Rashad Bateman in like a fourth,
Bro, I saw it's like who do you think AJ Brown is?
I'm like,
And who
I'm
do you
like,
think Howie Roseman is?
I'm like, you want me to give the Bills or the Ravens or the Patriots a free Super Bowl for some random bum in a day three pick?
DJ Moore is a very talented wide receiver, but he gets frustrated a lot, and his frustration doesn't go out in the public, but it shows up on the field. Like that man will stop running routes.
And he's about to play with one of the most frustrating QBs I've ever seen. So this is gonna be
What's the
fun.
opposite of glaze?
It's just hating, man. It's just hating.
Because that's kind of dick riding, bro.
I'm sorry. Am I
Like,
wrong? Have you seen him in the
yes, you're
playoffs?
wrong. He's the most frustrating quarterback ever.
I said no. I said one of. I said one of in the
He's
league.
one of the most frustrating quarterbacks ever.
Okay, because he's so good. Certain QBs, I expect this from. I wouldn't say like Justin Fields is frustrating or JJ McCarthy is. That's just who he is at that point. Josh Allen does this in the funniest moments possible.
I think Dak Prescott is is probably.
I can't even say Dak is because I just kind of expect it. Like I go into Cowboys games, I go into whenever they make the playoffs, I go in there
But
expecting the funniest exit.
don't you also expect that from Josh at that point, if that's your viewpoint?
Oh shit, it is getting to that point, isn't it?
Like, yeah, he can get to a championship game, but like
You know what? It is getting to that point, huh?
he's
It's like
like he's like a one up of Dak Prescott in your eyes. Um,
I
I
guess
have a very strange opinion. Like I have a very like unconcrete, non-concrete opinion about Josh Allen. Like I think he's genuinely like talent wise, he's the best quarterback in the league. I think,
Mhm.
but it's just man, like you do got to win,
Yeah,
and
it's like every year at this point. Yeah,
it's like has his some of his talent been underwhelming, sure, but that does not mean he hasn't been in positions to win because he's been in positions to win every single year.
yeah. Like I just pulled up his the Buffalo Bills playoff history the last couple years in the on Pro Football Reference, and it's like every year. It's like it's like
It's the same thing every year.
it's every year. It's in what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like 6 straight years now. Yeah, 6 straight years of the same thing.
That's crazy. Almost like
So yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, it is kind of like we just kind of expect this now,
I want to ask a Bills fan, what would you rather? This 6 year stretch
huh?
or the 4 year stretch of losing four Super Bowls in a row?
I don't think anybody could do that for Super Bowl stretch in a row. Like
Imagine losing four Super Bowls in a row in the Twitter age, in the TikTok age.
yo, you wouldn't be able to go online ever.
Four, bro?
Oh my God. Yo,
Four?
imagine setting up. When do you stop setting up Super Bowl parties? You just stopped at the third one? Like,
Bro.
like, do you know how much happens in 4 years?
I like even the Eagles 4 years like stretch where they went to the NFC Championship like 3 years in a row and lost every one until 2004, where they finally won and then lost in the Super Bowl. Like that would be insane.
Yeah, we didn't have to experience that, thank God.
Yeah, I was like two, so
I thought you were like 15 when
that's generous than from the age you usually call me.
that
Um, um, but yeah, fuck you, Rondé Barber. Anyway.
Yeah,
um,
I think that 4 year Super Bowl stretch is like objectively the worst you could ever go through because it's
especially
like,
how they lost these games. Like the missed
like,
field goals, those stupid blunder touchdowns.
oh my God, dude, like I've been thinking about 2022's loss since it happened. I couldn't imagine doing that 4 times in a row.
I can't imagine watching my team lose a Super Bowl on an extra point, bro.
Yeah, I don't think we could. Yeah, I don't think anything will ever
I
compare.
would be paralyzed.
Like, can you imagine having like been a Buffalo fan during that and now watching this happen?
No.
No, exactly. Like, I don't think it gets any worse than that. Yeah.
Jim Kelly gets PTSD every night, bro.
Oh my God. I don't know. I genuinely don't think it could get any worse than this.
That's pretty bad, man.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
bad.
how will DJ Moore help the Bills? Do you think like he can be like a legit number one for him?
Well, yeah, because he's already the probably the best wide receiver they've had.
Yeah, well, there's
Well,
being the
nah,
best wide receiver on the team and being a wide receiver one because we know teams that don't have wide receivers ones. Like the Packers just have like 12 wide receiver threes on that team.
every team is like every they're just like a bunch of Utah Jazzes. There's just a bunch of really solid guys with no like actually like
That's a really good comp.
there's no like great
The
player.
Packers wide receiver core is the Utah Jazz.
Just, just
Just a
Laurie
bunch of
Market and
okay.
JJ. It's just Laurie Market and Triple J's. It's nothing great. It's just good.
It's
Oh, that's bad.
it's a okay, man.
But I mean, it works though because it's like all of a sudden they have like an actual wide receiver,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Oh yeah.
Like I don't think it's like, oh, this makes them like Super Bowl favorites or anything like that. But like, that's a great pickup.
Well, who in that AFC is like really challenging them?
Um,
I feel like they are Super Bowl favorites. I don't know.
I wouldn't say Super Bowl favorites. Like, that's a matter of okay, they're gonna get to. It's gonna be just like this year. They're just gonna get to the Super Bowl to get dogged on by whatever
I
NFC.
mean, Super Bowl favorites of the AFC.
Okay, um, that's fair though. I mean, the Broncos are gonna be good again, probably, or not actually.
They're an interesting one.
I haven't thought about my AFC like standings for next year.
We got time because a lot of moves have to be made.
Because when you think
We
about it, like maybe the Texans can figure it out, or
Yeah, I mean, if the Texans, if CJ Stroud figures it out, it's probably Houston.
yeah, it's Houston by a mile.
But
By
that's
far.
also a big if because he looked pretty darn bad.
Um, Patriots are gonna go five below 500, so
No, they're not.
um, so yeah, I mean, Bills are gonna win their division, I think, like pretty handily.
Well, I would have it because I mean you call him the schedule. They will not have a last place schedule. They will have
Yeah,
a first place schedule.
they're gonna have a number one team schedule. They're gonna get dog rolled after fucking.
Bro.
They have a
They
number
like
one team
might have to
schedule,
play Seattle again too.
and they don't have any wide receivers now.
No, well, shout out Booty. Um
He's eligible. He's eligible for now two big plays in the game instead of just one. He's eligible for two of them. We'll talk
people
about
keep
that in
people
our like.
keep saying it's time for Stephon Diggs to become a Baltimore Raven and complete the wash the wash wide receiver trend. Come on, them are the Titans.
Oh my God! Can he do what DeAndre Hopkins did? Have an amazing week 1 and then just disappear for the rest of the season.
Bro, that week when I was like, yo, DeAndre Hopkins is still him, bro.
That catch, oh my God! I had flashbacks to him being on the Texans, and then he disappeared.
And the Cardinals, bro. Oh my gosh. Him and K1. Oh man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the AFC looks horrible right now. I don't want to think about that right now. Actually.
Baltimore got a lot to fix too.
It's a Jacksonville. This Jacksonville's it's a lose, I guess. Oh my god.
Jacksonville, they're so uninspiring too.
Oh, I know. Like I don't even want. I don't, that felt wrong saying that.
They're so they have no movement. They have no motion.
There's no obvious powerhouse for Buffalo and Baltimore to just like fold into fetal position against this year. So it's like, okay, how are they gonna mess it up this time? I don't know. Can they listen to Steelers like that?
That was crazy.
That was so fun. You know what's funny? I remember watching that and thinking I had no confidence in their kicker making that.
No, it was so unsurprising.
I don't know. I was like,
that
when he did it, I was like, man, that felt like that's exactly what was gonna happen.
was
We
like
need to
that was
start,
supposed to happen.
we need
That
to
was
start getting like fans of other teams on here so we can just ask them what was their thought process during these
that would
things.
be fun to do.
Like,
I've seen different podcasts do that. That'd be really fun to do.
let's go ask that.
Yeah, we could figure out for sure.
Yeah.
Um, all right,
All right.
let's get into these questions, shall we?
Yes, sir.
All right. We asked y'all a couple weeks ago at this point so some questions and y'all did not disappoint. Um, y'all came through and we appreciate you greatly. All different platforms. Um, I'm gonna put my Instagram down below because I always post a poll for questions. So if you have questions, follow the Instagram and so,
Just
so, so
do it. Instagram plug.
I'm doing an Instagram vlog. That's where I put it every week.
Just do an IG plug. I can't help but respect it. Oh my
All
god.
right. First question. Um, Shout out to my guy Imam, who I did high school robotics with. Um, our high schools merged teams, and um, we really cooled him, but we really like became friends after high school and all that. And connected that way. And he came with 10 questions, and we're not gonna get to all of them,
Is he?
but
Oh my, that's who
that
who dropped all these questions in here.
that is my. I just responded to him in the TikTok comments. I just said, "I love you, man." Like that is my guy, man.
I was wondering where all these questions came from.
It is majority Imam,
I was like, oh my,
which that's my guy, man. That's my guy.
that
All
I
right.
bought an essay for us to read. I can't wait.
All right. Besides the lack of financial investment, what things are holding back women's sports?
Um, that is a
This is a,
great
it's such a tough question to answer.
still because you can point to a lot of things like how people like their inherent biases
Hmm.
against women's sports. You know, like it's about like I don't know if you've definitely noticed this actually, but like a lot of people hold like the same opinions they had maybe like 3 years ago
Yep.
for not just current like women's sports in general, but also current like WNBA players too. Like
Yep.
whenever you talk to somebody that doesn't like really watch it, you'll hear the same stuff about like Angel Reese. Like she's a good example. We'll talk about her a little bit later too, but she's a good example. Like you know how she's improved as a player from her rookie year to now.
Yeah.
How like she went from like ludicrously like inefficient, you know what I'm saying, to be like a legitimate offensive
Which was
option.
still overblown at the time.
Yeah. So being like now like a legitimate offensive option, like an all-star level player,
Hmm.
like you'll hear the same talking points from when she was like here.
The whole arguments with missing shots on purpose to get rebounds.
Exactly like that.
When if you take off her offensive rebound, she
She's still
still
like
leads
league
the
leader
league
in
in
rebounds.
rebounds.
Yeah, like or or you know like or just saying the same things like oh they're not bringing in any money when in reality as of right now they are bringing in a whole lot more money. Like I don't know if you saw the Twitter post from the other day, but more people know about like the WNBA than they know about the NHL at this point. I feel like.
They have they like I think like I think Angel Reese has more followers than like the NHL or something like some it was something like that.
Because when you think about it, like if you ask most people, I guarantee you they probably wouldn't be able to name like more than like one or two players from the NHL at this point.
Yeah, I could only because I watch the Flyers sometimes, and I just watched the one Olympic game, and they've been in the news. Like that's the only reason I can. Um, I can't. I couldn't name you the top 10 best players in the league. I couldn't name you. I couldn't list the top three best players in the league. I have no idea.
I couldn't list you anybody from the NHL at this point. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't watch it at all personally.
Shout out Zegras, man. But yeah, and I also want to clarify because I know this is not what he meant by the question, but when we say holding back women's sports, I think it purely talks about the marketing and the league aspect
Oh yeah.
because in terms of the game,
Oh yeah.
it is
But elite.
it's perfect. Like
Unrivaled might be the best like basketball like thing right
it's
now.
such a good idea.
Like I think it's probably the best like thing they've implemented in like for WNBA, NBA, the Olympics, all that for the past like 5 years.
It's so like 3v3 on a smaller court is such a fast-paced fun game. And
And
they have the Elam
they
endings.
like
Like every game ends with a game winner. It's like it's so good. It's and then the 1v1 tournaments were which is like people were asking the NBA to do that forever and the Unrivaled was like, let's just do it.
yeah.
And they did and it's awesome. Um and um people often talk about how I think the main thing that holds women's basketball back is the WNBA. um and it's their the way they have taken advantage of the surge in popularity or not taken advantage of it
Right.
by I mean I made a whole YouTube video um about how they funneled all of their resources into one player and it's like you don't people have these opinions about Angel Reese and have these because everyone just knows Caitlin Clark as like the savior and I think that's not the same right now. And you have people like Paige Beckers who's like coming in like already better. Um,
Yeah.
it's just you have so much talent, and there's no excuse for like the name value, the talent to not be successful. And like I don't even have to talk about the CBA negotiations.
Right.
Um, but so like that's holding it back. Um, I think if it's marketed correctly, and I feel like if we can, because one thing I will see is when people post a highlight reel of like a lesser known WNBA player and like just see them hooping, people be like, even the haters be like, man, that was kind of tough, because like hoops is hoops. Like
Yeah.
people are gonna acknowledge what that is, and I feel like if you do a better job marketing it, I feel like the sky's the limit because the product is right there.
Right.
And it's only going to get better because that's what happens.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I forget what point I was going to make after that, but I think that's my main thing. Um, main thing holding me back is, as you said, it's the already instilled biases that people have, and
Mhm.
then I think it's the organizations itself. Oh, I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say. Um, people talking about like, man, a rival is gonna like take over the WNBA, and it's like I really don't want that to happen. I want both because there's something like pure. Like, although I love the 3-on-3 stuff, there's something pure about 5-on-5 basketball
Exactly.
and like having cities represent a team, which Unrivaled doesn't do. It's all from one place. Although we did go when Unrivaled came to Philly, we can that was the place was dude, the place was shaking. It was
Yeah.
awesome. Um, I I think I think the WNBA needs to be a thing, and they need to get their act together because it's so important.
Yeah. Like you can't keep relying on these stars to come in with their like big fan bases and big names from like college and high school to like come and like save the WNBA every like 2 or 3 years.
No, yeah, like,
Like I know it's been working technically because you know you've had Angel and Caitlin, you've had Paige Beckers, you've had now you got Juju Watkins coming in soon.
and you still have people like Stewie and Asia
Like
Wilson, and
but like by all means, you should be able to market it so like these players are just household names.
Like, I feel people don't really understand how good Stewie is at basketball.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, or like, there's just so many players there. If you look on the rivals, like, there's so many stars that like don't get the shine. Like Alicia Gray is
Mhm.
one of the best pure scorers and good defenders the league has, and I bet if I go out on the street right now, I might be lucky to find one person that knows who Alicia Gray is, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Or you are literally sitting you basically have the MLB's like Shohei Ohtani level of dominance from one player right now. Like AJ Wilson's like a top three player ever.
Yeah, I
Here.
she's going to be the goat.
Like and she's here. And
Yeah,
you're just not marketing her
you're
anyway.
missing the window.
Like what are we doing?
She
Like
just she just did the most impressive season in pro sports with
when
winning a DPOI MVP, Finals MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. Like she won it all.
yeah, like
She
I don't
swept the awards, bro.
like you have your LeBron right now.
Right.
You're just not marketing them at all.
And like trajectory wise, she's kind of gathering uh, a resume that could compete with it, with his. Like she already has a two-peat.
She's already here and you know what I'm saying? And you have her links to the NBA with her being with Bam Adebayo. You could play off that if you want to.
Yeah,
Like do anything. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like you have clear cut best player of all time. You're just not using them.
yeah.
Like we saw the how high the NBA pushed Michael Jordan when he was still playing, how high they pushed LeBron James now, how high they pushed Kobe, all
And
that.
honestly, the NBA is getting in trouble because they funneled into that big three of James, Curry, and Durant. That's
Hmm.
like people hate have been trained to hate the new wave of basketball players.
Hmm.
Like even the young kids, like people hate Shea, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
like they hate Shea. And they do the. Did you see the clip where like a guy was having an argument with a guy? It was like Carson from Nerd Sesh was having
Was it
with
the
the
like the
guy.
1v10 thing?
Yeah, it might have been. And they were talking about Shea versus Luca, and then something like that. And then he's talking about how efficient, how really good Shea is, and then his only rebuttal was foul baiter, and
Yeah,
it's like.
it's like
It's like, bro, like we don't like we have so much talent right now, and it's like you're gonna have times where like Joel Embiid has not been appreciated his entire career. Now that's almost maybe getting to maybe the end. Now if you're like, dang, Joel Embiid was really that guy.
yeah. You have people trained to like firmly place any player before like 2015 over any player today
Hmm.
solely because of how the media portrays them.
And Edwards should be huge. Like
Yeah,
he is big, but he should be like
that is
in
the next coming of MJ, and you're just not promoting that at all.
like you don't understand how good he is, and like that roster is not that good, but he is so good.
That's your best American player right now in the league, and you're just not using him
Yep, just not straight up not.
at all. That's like as close as it gets for like any younger kid that's like playing AAU basketball that like wants to make it to the league that sees like all these like 7 footers, 6'10" guys coming from like all across the globe, and you'll have a guy that's well, he's still like a giant. It's not 6 foot
He's
10, he's
he,
like
he
6'5".
and he's just like all muscle, and he learned how to do everything. He's gotten better at everything.
Yeah. So it's like you have that. You should push that, right? You have you literally could have the entire globe cheering for the NBA because you have so many players from everywhere, from like
Hmm.
different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? You got Shay that can pull in any like Canadian viewers, right? You got Jokic and Giannis who have like great comeback stories. Like Giannis is like the perfect story to market.
Yep.
And you just don't.
I mean, you're the French. I mean, they've always had kind of a good a mark on the league, but now you have you have Wemby in the league, and it's like, and you just had, although he's not panning out, you had Richard, who was just a first round pick out of France. It's like
Right.
you're having, like, this should be the easiest time to capitalize a new era in the NBA, and they're doing the same thing the WNBA did with Caitlin Clark to bring it back full circle. Like, same thing,
They're just doing the same thing.
just with old guys, which is even worse because they're going to be out the league.
It's terrible. It's stupid. It's whatever.
And
And, and it,
we got the entire big three destroy their reputations in one weekend.
my God. Wow.
All three of them.
All three. Yeah, the NBA is like turning into like a gambling first. It's really a sellout. It's
Genocide running.
it's like what are you
Kalshi fueled. You know?
like and you even have to look at like how bad the NBA has been with how like where it wants to be progressive and where it doesn't want to be because it's
Yeah.
always about exactly what lines their pockets more. And it does that with the NFL too, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about the NBA for right now. But it's like even before this, we were seeing how much they were like leaning heavily on like putting gambling first and foremost at everything.
It's
Like
everywhere.
sponsored by DraftKings, sponsored by FanDuel, sponsored by Bet 360, whatever.
Hmm.
And then but then you'll see like 1 year suspensions for players gambling. You see like, oh, please gamble responsibly. But you're like, that's your whole marketing strategy. Is like attaching these negative like thoughts to these players because all of a sudden it's you messed up my parlay. You caused to be like this or or you did this or
We got
um
athletes killing themselves, man.
like seriously.
Like, like we got to be so for real about this, and it's like we're ruining the players' morale. We're ruining the fans' perspective on the league because just like we said with the WNBA, the NBA product, although a lot will disagree with me, is still really good.
It's elite.
But everyone wants to hate. Everyone wants to be negative,
Yeah.
and everyone wants to be focused on their parlay and their bet, and they want to be stuck in Kobe land and MJ land. Um, it's like, dude, like open your eyes. We're Tim Duncaning the entire league. like
I'm like,
like
I'm not gonna lie. If I was a player in the league, I would hate the media right now. Like, I wouldn't want to ever speak
I
to
would
them.
hate the league,
I
dog.
would- I'm like, just pay me and let me play basketball. Let me go home.
Like, dude, I'd be like, I'd want to create an unrivaled.
Honestly,
like I would want to create a men's unrivaled be in this NBA.
if the biggest stars in the league weren't a bunch of sellouts, they'd want to do this.
Yep, agreed. Um, if they actually had like initiative. Um, all right. I wish we could spend all that time on every question, but we do not. And
We
if we don't get to
can,
everything, we'll just sprinkle these into the end of each episode. So we can jump around a little bit. Um, what's the question you want to hit? And I'll cross them off when we hit them.
we could wait, that's actually kind of hard. Do you have anyone specifically?
Um,
How many questions do we think we should hit actually from the first 10? Let's split it
okay,
up.
so I want to get into 7 and 9 because I think we can kind of hit them um at the same because he references so
Yeah, actually, yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah.
so the first question is what smaller market sport do you think is up next for the big boom in popularity? And his suggestion was F1 or soccer with the World Cup being in the US. And then 9 is asking um if we're into F1, what do we feel about the new teams coming in and will we be interested in getting into it? So I don't know which one we're going to answer first. Um, but I do like I guess in terms of sports I think is going to boom. Um, I don't know. It's tough because I feel like the big ones are pretty established. I do think I could see a world where soccer gets big. I just don't know if that's the MLS or if that's just international soccer in general. Because I think international soccer is pretty big in the U.S. Um, I know a lot of soccer fans that like a lot of teams, like the Premier League teams especially. Um, but so I think soccer, especially if it's played here, when it's played here this summer, I think that's a pretty good bet. F1, I think, is already gearing up to be pretty huge. I mean, I think it is pretty big, but I think it could go like P. I think it's a chance to be pretty generalized.
Yeah,
Other than that, a sport I would like to see become big and become like have like teams throughout cities and wherever is handball, where it's like I played handball before. It's so fun, man.
of course you did.
That's a fun sport. That is a fun. Handball is fun. Um, it's like ultimate frisbee meets football meets soccer. Um, it's fun. I enjoy it. But
Are you playing every single?
what what uh what what are you thinking?
Um, it's kind of hard to think of. Like, obviously, I want to say like the winter sports. I think are a big like easy choice for them. No, but
Mm,
it's like it feels so seasonal. Like it feels bad. It feels hard to get like a sport that's really seasonal, like to be bigger in the public eye. Because like you obviously think like snowboard, skiing, um, ice skating, like all of that should be
yeah,
like way bigger than they are, and they do boom. Like
but
as far
we
as
only
like
talk about it like every 4 years.
exactly, like they boom, like they peak higher than any other sport for like maybe a couple weeks before they kind of like trickle back down.
Yeah,
So it's definitely that. But I feel like at least from snowboarding and skiing, it's like the easier it becomes for like the average person to do it, like
that's
the
fair.
easier it'll be for it to be like a bigger sport in general. Um,
I I think that's an interesting point because the reason I could see soccer doing that is because they like especially like the big stuff is like it doesn't have to wait every 4 years for the Olympics because like every 2 years was like every 2 years you're either getting the Olympics or the World Cup and that's men's or women's.
right.
So it's like that's more prevalent. So if a winter sport has something like that, I feel like you could do it. I feel like if people took curling a little more seriously, it could because like people like get into it because it's kind of goofy, but it's like if people like genuinely like take interest in it, I feel like that could be something that people actually watch. Curling's a hilarious sport, but
I love the Olympics, man. It just shows like just the most random of sports possible.
it's also fun in the summer because you'll have like these athletic ping pong players that are just like going at and they're just amazing. They're amazing. Um uh but yeah, to answer number 9, Imam is asking us if we're into F1. And this is something I've like wondered because I know F1 is super big and my whole thing is I feel like it's definitely taken off NASCAR. It's like why should someone who hasn't have any interest in NASCAR, which has been around all my life, and it definitely was bigger when I was younger, um, than it is now. Now, of course, the whole like rave, the whole rave is F1. Um, what is different than just being like car racing? Like, what's the? I know like there's the teams things, like it's like the each car brand is like a team or something like that. I don't know how it works. But, like people are really like into it. Um, and yeah, I'm forgetting the dude's name who's like the best. He's like he's like the goat, the LeBron James of F1, and I'm blanking on his name completely. Um, but he changed teams recently, um, and that was like a big deal. So it's like my thing is I want to get into it, but what is the selling point of F1? Why should like I feel like no one has told me like why I should get into F1. Um,
I guess it's more because it's like I know off the top of my head the main difference is like the cars. It's like if you've ever seen Cars 2, like
yeah.
the biggest difference was Lightning McQueen versus oh my God, what was his name? What was his name?
Oh,
The French guy, the French F1 car.
I forget, but I know that was a great movie.
That's like the main biggest difference. That's like the main like biggest difference.
Lewis Hamilton is who I was thinking of. Duh.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton.
Hmm.
No, he's not the guy from Cars, but yeah, I know you.
No, yeah, he's
That's not his name. But yeah, no, that's fair though. It's like hard. I think it's hardest because it's like I think with most sports it's so easy for people to get into because they're able to like just play them growing up.
yeah. He can't really play F1
You can't really play F1. Like that's not NASCAR and F1 are just aren't they're not built for like the average person to like be able to like do.
unless the video games get really big.
Yeah, it would be that. Even then, the video games, I feel like the same thing. Like they were super big as a kid, but now they're not like
They do have now the F1 arcades and the go karting stuff, so they're trying.
they're
I will
trying.
say that they're trying.
But I'd say that I'd say me personally, I'm more into like watching like drag racing with like people using like actual like street cars and stuff.
I thought you were talking about a different drag race.
Like I knew you would say something. Man.
That's what I initially thought of because that's just first of my, which would be
What does
cool.
that mean? What do you think that?
No, because I think when I hear drag race, I hear because my brothers are into it and they watch it a lot. So that's just what I thought of first.
I'm not, man.
But I was like, I didn't think we were gonna talk about RuPaul, but okay, let's do it.
Okay. 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 All right. I'll see you guys later. Great episode, great seeing everybody.
It's our last episode, man. This is gonna be it.
Yeah, yeah, you wish. But no, yeah,
Continue what you're saying about
I don't know if I
drag
want to
racing.
anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I personally like seeing people like actually like, God damn, dude. Go look at you, man. Stand this guy. I hope you know to anybody that's just listening on Spotify, you just gone dead silent for the past like 5 minutes, by the way.
It's your turn to talk.
Uh,
You were talking about drag racing.
are you sure we're talking about the same one now?
Whatever one you want to talk about.
Oh, really? Okay. I don't, me personally, I always like seeing like people use their actual street cars,
Mhm.
what I'm saying, doing that instead of F1 and NASCAR. But that's also just because I personally never gotten into it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it
I
either.
think it's
So
like a big thing of like what people grew up on. Like most people I know grew up on things like the Fast and Furious movies.
right.
Like I know as a kid I rewatched those like at least the first four like a million times. Um, stuff like that. Playing like Need for Speed and Forza. Like so I think it's like a matter of what you get into younger when you're younger as far as like what sports you'll get into. So if like F1 and NASCAR can like push more like a thing towards like that's more accessible to people, then I think
Mhm.
it would be easier.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, and I think they're doing a good job trying.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. That's
so
that's literally all it is. Like whatever sports like most successful and has like the biggest stars are gonna be the ones that are able to like boom more.
oh, another sport, women's hockey, man. Um,
Yeah. It's a great
speaking of accessibility, reminded me, all of their games are on YouTube for free.
Mhm.
So it's like, and the Olympics now people know names. So um, and I think Layla Edwards is probably going to be in the PWHL. I think that's what it is. She'll be in it soon, and they got some fan bases brewing. So Shout
Like
out women's hockey. I think that's gonna be my answer. Women's hockey.
that's fair. That's a good.
Um,
Like yeah, but no, yeah, you're right. Like Alyssa Liu is like the biggest name in the sports world right
yeah.
now. It's like that's put a bunch of people onto like ice skating in general now. So it's like
Yep.
just if you just get like at least one good superstar, you know what I'm saying, and then make it accessible, like it's super easy, you know.
Exactly. Get a name, man.
Get
That's
it.
all you gotta do. All right. Do you want to pick the next question?
Sure. Are we still go from our first couple or do we want to switch
Honestly, you
it?
can go wherever you want.
Because I think
um, this is a good one. How about number 6?
six is yeah. Ah, I was looking at that one. I didn't know if we wanted to go there.
Do it.
Okay.
Let's go there.
All right. So what NBA player do you think is in the worst position? Whether that's potential being wasted or like bad roster management. Um, I think
This
the
is a good
easiest
one.
choice is any of the star players on the 76ers. Uh,
Yo, I feel so bad for Tyrese Maxey right now, bro.
that man is that man is like he's getting played like 40 minutes a game right now, every game.
For
Um,
nothing.
the front office doesn't really know what they're doing. And that's a team that clearly wants to contend while they still can, but like also doesn't want to make the moves to contend.
Right.
You know,
What?
so that's hard.
Yeah.
You can point to a guy like Giannis too, but my thing with Giannis is I wanted to bring this up earlier. I'm still really iffy on how that whole trade saga moved because I forgot what company it was that he brought shares in before. That was like a prediction based company.
Call she.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and how that was like just so
Yeah.
happened to all happen at the same time.
I hated that, man.
That like, and then it's like it turns into a thing of like it's bad roster management for him, obviously, but it's like you could just leave at this point.
Yeah.
You don't have to be there, you know. Um, so yeah, those are like the first. I feel like those are two like really easy ones to think of.
I'm trying to think of
Oh,
like
maybe the Magic, but I don't know if that's like a.
ah
I don't know if I
nah.
can because I don't think they're. I think it's just a thing of their players aren't as good as they thought they were gonna be.
Yeah, although Paolo has been doing a little better, which I think is a big deal.
Yeah,
Because I mean he started out so rough.
he started.
Um I would say any any of the young guards on the Chicago Bulls where like Rob Dillingham, um they got so many. Just like
Aiden Ivy, Kobe
Jaden
White.
Ivy. Oh, Jaden Ivy. Oh my gosh, yes.
It's
Um, like they're playing like Colin Sexton and um and like Colin Sexton, Anthony Simon. It's like guys that aren't going to be on the team next year, right?
right.
Um, and you have you don't and you're playing like Trey Jones, and you don't know what you have in like Jaden Ivey or Rob Dillingham, which is like you have them for like 2 or 3 more years that you like have to play them, and you've just like made these trades and not thought about what you're getting back at all, and you've just got like the same archetype 4 different times. Like,
Yeah,
congrats, you can get small, fast guards. Like, I like
yeah, and none of them are particularly like good enough either. So it's like they're just kind of there. Yeah.
Jaden Ivey's the most intriguing one there.
Yeah. And then post his injury he just hasn't been that great.
Right, because he hasn't been had consistent time, so it's like what would have been an ideal spot for him which I think goes right to the question, which I think that's why my answer is Jaden Ivey, is
Mhm.
he needed some place where he could just ball out and
Yeah.
he could play basketball where he could make mistakes without feeling like he was get his leash pulled because he's not on a contending team. But it's like now you take on a team that's trying to lose, but he's playing with himself. Like he's got a bunch of the guards that do the same thing. Um, so it's unfortunate, and I think these team built these teams and these coaches are so fixated on like being good enough to make money that it just like jeopardizes everything else.
Yeah.
Um, it's why these owners like being stubborn and these coaches being stubborn is such a bad thing. It's so bad. I don't know if I've had anyone else.
Oh, Luka's a good pick.
Oh, if please do tell.
I say Luka because I have not been a believer of the Los Angeles Lakers for like a
Mm-hmm.
while now. And I've been like pretty open about that. Um, I think that team is built really badly right now. I don't think I remember I've seen a lot of like hating on DeAndre Ayton lately, which is funny
Which is
because at
fun.
first I was all like, oh yeah, he sucks. But now it's turned to a point of like, oh my gosh, like I forget how toxic like Laker and LeBron fans are. And I'm like, and while it is on him too, this team just isn't built well enough for it to be like, oh, he was gonna be your big splash guy that was gonna make like the difference changer for this
No,
team. You know what I'm saying?
they're
Especially
so bad defensively.
yeah, especially when you look at how good the West is outside of them. Like, there's at least five teams that I would be more comfortable sweeping them in a playoff series than I would them even taking them to like 6 or 7 games. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Like, and I think for Luca, it's weird because like he went from probably like the best situation he could possibly have to a team where yeah, he's got like Austin Reeves next to him, and yeah, he's got LeBron James, but LeBron is like old. He's we're talking about a retirement tour at this point. It's not even like 2020 old where he was like, oh yeah, he's old, but like that's still LeBron.
He's not playing back to backs. Like he's
Yeah, but he's just not. That's not. Oh yeah, you surround this guy with literally anybody off the street, and he'd probably take you to the finals, right?
right. We're
This is
we're
like
way beyond that.
this is LeBron where you need to have like one or two guys better than him at this point.
Like LeBron, for his sake, if he wants to really compete, he needs to play like a role player. He
Yeah,
needs to find a role, and that's just not LeBron.
yeah. And
Um,
I feel like it'd be really easy for him to find a role too, but it's
he's
like also
talented enough.
yeah, but this team just isn't good enough for him to find a role.
He could find a
Austin
role in
Reeves,
Cleveland.
yeah, Austin Reeves has been injured for a hot minute. Luca, like he's doing whatever, but like this team's defense sucks. Offense isn't that good. Um, yeah, like
I think another thing that came up for me. I know we're talking about players that are in bad positions, but I also think about coaches. Like I think JJ Redick is a really good coach, but it's like what are you giving him? I think Will Hardy is one of the best minds in basketball. But it's like he's on a team that is like been trying to lose for 5 years now. I think people didn't really understand how good of a coach Mark Dagnall was um, until they started playing well. It's like these are like really talented minds that will really thrive, but it's like they're not given the pieces to compete.
yeah,
Um, I think that's an interesting kind of angle to it. But yeah, I don't know if any other players. I would say any young player on the Kings.
any player on the Kings actually.
Shout out Nee Clifford. Um,
Bring my boy Russ, please. I just want to win a ring. Don't resign to the Kings. I swear on
is
everything
it
that
is
is
it too
whole.
late to buy him out?
I think it is. Yeah, I think the buyout. But he's also too good for them to buy him out. This like he's been like actually like really good for them this
Right.
year, and I think they
He's,
want to
he's
keep him as far as like helping
it
develop.
just sucks that this is a year of we don't know how much good Russ basketball we have left, and it's just a wasted year.
Like, he's shooting his best 3-point percentage ever, and now we're on
Dude,
the
he's hooping,
like I'm gonna lose my mind.
and he's on the Kings, bro.
Oh man, Nuggets, y'all could have really used this year.
Absolutely. especially with like Jokic out.
Oh man, yeah. Who else? Who else is a good choice? I'd say Kawhi Leonard's in a weird situation too.
Did you see the uh news that the Sixers tried to get him?
Yeah, I did see that.
I would have kind of liked it.
I think that would have been a great thing. But
Like I would have felt better if that was a Jared McCain trade.
if you like package J Mac and a bunch of picks and whatever else,
Yeah, that I would have like talked myself into.
that would have been a great trade. Especially because Kawhi's having like the best year he's had since like 2021. 2020? Yeah.
I think that's yeah. I would
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah. And he's been like playing this year too. So it's
It's
like,
like instead of Kelly Oubre, Kawhi Leonard.
yeah.
Hell yeah. It
Like, yeah, that's great. But that didn't happen. So
did not. It did not happen.
did not happen. We are now
And
uh, Paul George, who still can't play.
I forgot he existed. I'm like,
Oh, we all did.
um, he was
Now,
playing so
y'all
well
stay
too.
safe. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, let's get into the next question. I think I'm gonna save the rest of the Umam questions for future episodes and just sprinkle them in because these are good questions. Let's get into um. Well, let's get into some more basketball questions. I think. Um, so our guy Mac asked us two NBA questions. Um, one was the Cade Cunningham MVP conversations, and two was addressing the tanking situation and some of the proposed solutions to them. So do you want to talk about Cade and why or why not he should be in the MVP conversations?
I'm down. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he clearly should be in the MVP conversation. Obviously, he's not my pick for MVP. And
Who's
then
your pick right now, Shay?
who do you think? Who do you? No, it's Jalen Brown. Yes, it's Say.
Sorry. All right, damn.
Who did you think I was gonna say? I, I want you to answer that question. Actually, who did you think I was gonna say was my pick for MVP?
um,
I I really want to know. Like,
Donovan Mitchell,
God damn you! I knew I
Tyler Murray.
don't speak that name. I've got the PS5 on just for him too.
Tobias Harris.
No, it's getting worse. It's getting
um,
worse. Say something again, man. Like I know where you live, but no. Yeah, he's not my pick.
Paul George.
Shut up. Shut up. He's not my pick personally, but I think he's a great pick for MVP.
Kelly Oubre.
You're still talking to um, yeah, no, I'm feeling fuck you. You're like making me lose my train of thought.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah. I'm
sorry.
like, no, yeah, Kate as an MVP is a great choice, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because yeah, if SJ and Jokic do miss too much time, it's like it's kind of funny. He would probably be like next in line to be the betting favorite for it, which would be crazy because I know when we made our point guard rankings, like I was pretty high on him personally coming into this season.
I'm see if I pull mine up.
Yeah, but I don't think MVP isn't what I expected. I think it's also a thing on like just how good the Pistons have been this season too.
Yeah.
So like that's great. Where's it at? I know I can pull it up actually. I don't know where I had him exactly.
I'm almost there. Here he is. Top 10 PGs. I had Kate Cunningham at 6. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
6 is crazy.
yeah. What was
Yo, I had Trey Young at 4. What was I on, bro? Yo, my list was Shea.
I had Kate at 3. I was high on him. I had him right below
Yo,
Jay.
Yo, my list is disgusting. Shea, Luca, Steph, Trey Young, Jalen Brunson, Kate Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, John Morant, Darius Garland.
Wait. Not too much on that because I had trade it. If I took trade down below Harden and Maxey, I think this would have been a great list.
I was so high on the Hawks, man.
I think we were like high on them being like a fringe playoff team.
I was high on them being a contender, bro.
That's kind of crazy.
Because I thought the East was more open than it was going to be. And I thought the Hawks would just be a good team. um, damn. Okay. Um, I personally think Cade, I think he's not going to be at Shea level this year. But I think what he's done um, with that Pistons team being the first seed in the East and being like kind of like the head above heels best team in the East. We'll see what happens with Tatum coming back. Um, and because the Celtics are already playing good basketball, but they have a sizable lead in the East in general. So I think what he's done offensively, defensively, just being the complete engine of that team, I think he deserves all the credit in the world. I just don't know if he. I know he's not Shea level.
Oh
Um,
yeah, no. Oh yeah, no.
so
Oh no, absolutely not. I don't even think he's better than Luca yet, personally. But
no,
I think as
no,
far as MVP goes, he has a way higher chance of winning it than Luca does.
yeah, he's third best point guard in the league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is exactly where I had him coming into this season. You
Is he
called me
better than
crazy.
Steph? Is he better than Steph? Okay. All right.
You called me a madman for this, by the way. Told you. I
All
know
right.
ball.
I listen. Football's my ball, so I'm gonna slack a little bit on basketball, and then we understand that. Um,
Yeah.
I do my best. All right. Uh, do you want to address like what you think about the tanking situation? We had the situation with the Jazz pulling out their players in the fourth quarter, losing on purpose. We the Adam Silver said he was gonna. The commissioner said he was gonna really tackle the tanking issue because they just can't have that happen. A lot of the proposed solutions was, I think, like changing the weights of the lottery picks.
Yeah.
Um, I know Shams had a whole tweet about it. What was
I got
proposed?
to pull it up.
Okay.
Um, so it was saying like first round draft picks can be protected only top four or top 14 plus selections. Lottery odds freezing at the trade deadline or later, not allowing teams to pick top four consecutive years. They can't pick top four the year after making the conference finals.
Yeah.
Lottery odds allocated based on 2 year records. Lottery extended to include all playing
Which
teams.
is the one that allocates the 2 years records. That's what the WNBA does now.
Hmm, okay. Um, yeah. Um,
Um,
we're flattening odds for all lottery teams. So
I think a lot of the popular ones like the freezing at the deadline. I think you just end up doing the same thing. It's just reversing. Like teams are gonna suck out the gate,
yeah,
and then so it's like I don't feel like that solves the problem. I feel like the I think the best thing to do is honestly not much. Is just get rid of like those protections. It's just either being lottery protected or not or whatever. Um, because that's why the Jazz did what they did because of the protections. So yeah, that's what I got. I feel like if you do too much, you can like drastically change the game in a way that won't help.
like
That's
I
my whole
don't like
thing on
some
it.
of these.
What?
I don't like some of these like because can you imagine like your first round pick is Zachary Ricochet and then you can't pick top four next year even though he like sucks.
Okay, that one sucks. I hate that
Like
one.
you know what I'm saying? Or
Especially it would suck for small market teams.
yeah, like my thing with this is like there's not it's like I get it, you know what I'm saying? But I also didn't like some of the reasons that they put out for why they're like gonna start attacking like tanking so much more. Because again, it feels like it's circling back to how much gambling is involved with the NBA at this point right now.
Hmm.
But also it's like I think of like with these small market teams, like how else do you expect them to like build? title contenders because being realistic, like yeah, Milwaukee has like Giannis right now, or Indiana left out by trading with the Kings for Tyrese Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? And building off of that. But like,
Yeah.
how else do you expect these teams to get like superstars? Because no like superstars signing with the Hornets willingly. You know what I mean? No superstars going to like I don't know, fucking like Sacramento where they could go to the Lakers if they want to
They're
be.
like probably biggest high level free agent was Gordon Hayward that 1 year.
Yeah,
That's
like
probably the best they did.
I know for personally for the OKC Thunder, like our biggest free agent signing is probably like Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah.
Like we got SGA because we traded for him before he became really good. Uh, Jada and Chet just making
You
great plays.
signed Paul George.
Oh yeah, no, oh yeah. Well, at least up to like the SGA era.
Yeah.
But like the thing is with that, it's like that came because it was built off of like tanking. Well, not tanking, but just being bad. Because you
Hmm.
get Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook and Harden from draft picks turn into like MVP level players, and then those superstars attract other superstars.
Yep. That's
But
how you
like
do
you
it.
can't tank, you can't ever get those like homegrown superstars, and then they don't attract other superstars to play with, and not every like top five pick is guaranteed to be like a generational talent either. You can end up
Yeah.
with like Scoot Henderson. You know what I'm saying? A guy who you thought coming into this was going to be like the next big thing, a floor of like, oh yeah, this guy's floor is John Wall.
Right. He's huge coming out. Yeah. I think tanking is a good thing. I'm pro tanking. Obviously, I don't think what the Jazz did was like if you're taking them out like in the middle of the game, it's like I feel like you as a team should be doing whatever it takes to win.
Right,
Like heck with whatever the front office is doing. Whatever the front office does with your team gives you whatever, that's their business.
right,
You should go out and win with the team you have.
right.
Um and if they say you got to bench some guys or whatever, you do what the bosses say. But to like take out mid game and to just play, it's like that's
Yeah, that's different.
that's probably a little too much.
That's different, right? Yeah.
But tanking in general, I think is necessary.
Also, it's like they act like bad teams haven't been like part of the NBA. Like not every team's gonna be good every year. Like
Right.
they'll run by like having like five teams that are like genuine title contenders for years.
It's hard to build a good NBA team.
Yeah,
It's really hard.
especially as like the league gets bigger and then yeah, more talent comes in, but that means more talent's also going out.
Shea was really good on the Thunder team for a while, but like they didn't have anyone around. It was Isaiah Roby.
Like yeah, like people would say like, oh, the Thunder were tanking every year until like last year. Like no, they were building a team. They just weren't good enough to win. Yeah,
Right, because they can't sign. They can't sign guys. They
yeah.
couldn't just.
Like they were trotting out Darius Baisley as one of our like main guys for a hot minute. Like, I'm sorry, like you kind of have to tank at this point. You're gonna have to get lucky,
Yeah,
especially because it's not like it's the NFL where you're guaranteed a top pick as long as you're this record.
yeah.
Like we just saw, like the Sixers and the Mavs and the Spurs got the first three picks. That's
Like yeah,
terrible.
it's already like up
Like
in the
that's
air.
horrible. Like imagine being like a Wizards fan or a Hawks fan, and you just watch these three teams. Two of these teams are playoff teams already.
Yeah, I'd
One
be
team was just in the finals, and they just get the three best players. Like
one
that's
team
not
traded their future away and got a new future.
like one team has a generational talent just sitting there, and the rookie of the year from last year on their team, and a former All Star who's like 2 years removed from being an All Star on their team. One team has a guy who was just in MVP voting and has an all-star, all NBA level guy on their team, like
It's already pretty. I don't know. It's already pretty up in the air.
yeah, like
Yeah. So I think it's. I feel like the best thing to do is probably nothing.
yeah.
But
I think
they're obviously gonna do something.
yeah, they are, but it's like it just feels like they're not. Feels like they're overreacting. And it feels
Of
like it's
course.
fair for any smaller market teams because it's like they're gonna just be in hell for years. They're just gonna be trying out lineups to just everybody's gonna turn into the Chicago Bulls and the Sacramento Kings.
The Kings should just be like banished from the earth.
Hey, not too. Hey, hold on there, five. Wait. Not too much from my guy Russ.
It's not Russ's fault, but
I
like
know,
that
but no,
organization
but
should
yeah,
be
like
annihilated.
yeah, like yeah, and they made one unlucky move, and they're gonna be trapped for a while.
It's funny, like there's like the the Kings and the Pelicans, like they compete for dumbass organization of the year award like every year, and this year
They're
they're
really
really going for it.
that first round pick situation with the Pelicans is
Bro, that was I still cannot believe they did that.
yeah, it's fun. Oh man, it's really but yeah,
All
like
right, let's. I think we're gonna answer. Um, let's let's do the let's do Vic question, London question, and then the J Cole question, and then we'll call it a day.
yeah, we
How about
got
that?
two people asked about J. Cole question.
Right.
So you said let's
So
do
what's
okay.
that?
No, I was just reading off in my
Yeah.
note.
All right. So our friend Vic asked us, do you think the best D2 program is beating any D1 schools in any sport?
It's funny because we sometimes we'll read these questions and we'll like talk about them before we start recording. So we kind of like already came to a conclusion, which is yeah. Um,
Yeah.
like a lot of these D2 schools, especially like the better ones, like they're full of guys that are D1 level, if not were on D1 schools that just weren't getting enough playing time, you know?
And they'll eventually go back to D1
Yeah,
schools.
like we see it all the time. Like we know people that have done this. Like they'll like play Division 2 and then they'll transfer to D1 for their last year.
We our college we went to was a historically great D2 program. Like they win a lot every year. They compete in the tournament every year. We see a lot of guys that we've known on campus that have gone on to go to schools like Delaware, like just like big D1 programs. The reason I said yes is because well D1 is so broad.
Yeah,
Like you have of course like the Yukons, the Kentuckys, the Arkansas, the like the big dogs. But then you have the teams that maybe aren't so good. Like I mean, in Philly, like Temple's D1, Drexel's D1. Um, I think I think Jefferson University could probably compete with Temple and Drexel and
like
like
they honor they could probably beat them. Like
I
if you
think
like
Temple's pretty good this year. But so maybe not this year, but I know like there are years where that could
historically,
happen.
like they haven't been all that good.
Right.
Like at least for most of our lives, especially the basketball
I
program.
can only remember watching Temple once in the tournament, and I've watched Drexel once in the tournament.
Yeah,
Um, but but yeah, it's and I know we're more talking basketball. That's just when I'm talking about college sports. In football, never. It's
yeah.
D1.
Oh yeah,
In football, it is only D1.
yeah. The it's funny because when you think about it, like we were talking about it earlier, a lot of like the biggest differences with like D1 basketball is like, oh, like they're athletes, right? Like a D1 team might have like three guys that are like 6'10".
Right.
Uh, that's like elevated in football. Like their whole roster is just a bunch of guys that are like,
Because like the reasons why Cinderellas happen in the March Madness and doesn't happen in the NFL in that tournament is like anyone can get hot.
yeah,
Anyone can get shots and put the ball in the basket
yeah.
at a high rate any given night.
Like that physical difference doesn't really hit until you're like professional playing against like college players.
Right. Like college sports especially like, if there's one guy that gets hot, he can single-handedly carry you to win that you're not supposed to get.
Yeah,
So I think basketball it can happen. Like a majority of the time, of course, it's gonna be D1. If it's like any D2 against like Duke, no, it's never.
like I'm
But
not gonna expect this guy that I know in D2 to go guard Darren Peterson. Like that's just not gonna happen.
yeah, because there's like really small D1s that would never be at a top D1.
Yeah,
So it's like it's like a yes, but like excluding like the top 25
yeah.
and the teams that consistently compete for the top 25. That would be tough.
Yeah, that's yeah. But yeah, we see it all the time. Like a small school can beat a big school. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Basketball. That's why basketball is so beautiful, man.
yeah,
And
it can. Like yeah, there's like we always talk about like yeah, when you're like playing against like different players at certain levels, you like realize that like oh yeah, there's levels to this. But like if you're surrounded by other really good players, you're playing together and you just get hot, like
yeah,
ain't much you can do to guard somebody that's pulling up 15 feet behind the 3-point line.
and
And
then
every
that just opens up the whole floor.
yeah, all of a sudden you're like sending two at this guy, then hey man, like yeah, I get it. There's different levels to this, but like pass like as soon as you get past like varsity high school, like most of these guys can make an open three or make the right pass. Like
Exactly.
so
Exactly. Okay. Let's go to London. Shout out London. Of course, the one who makes all our graphics, all that stuff. She asked, "What do you make of Candace Parker's constant negativity towards Angel Reese? Do you think it's jealousy, justified criticism, or something else?" She said she saw someone say that she has a crush on Angel. Um, uh, I think that the hate is kind of weird, especially because I mean, I kind of think it's a jealousy thing just because Angel Reese is. If you just hear the dog barking, I'm so sorry, but he's going crazy upstairs.
don't worry, the
Um,
only dog bark we hear is you.
anyway, that was rude. That was rude. That was unkind. That was not nice. Anyway, God, I think it's jealousy just because Angel Reese same position as Candace Parker. Um, obviously, Um, Candace Parker was born and raised in Chicago, um, won a championship with Chicago, and now Angel Reese has come and taken over that city. And now a lot of Chicago fans don't like Candace Parker, um, because first of all, how she left was kind of crazy, and how and then, um, of course, how she treated Angel. It's like she'll just be like on her little podcast with Boston, Aaliyah Boston, and she'll just be like saying, "Yeah, she's not that good. She's actually not that good. She's kind of overrated." When it's like Angel Reese is one of those players that does not need help with the hate. She do not need more haters. She's good. She's covered. And Angel Reese is really good. Like
Right.
she's one of like the top 5 defensive players in the league. She's the best rebounder in the league. She's becoming a really good scorer. Um, and she's a playmaker. I mean, she's just a super good player, and she's only going to get better.
Right.
Um, so I think just hating on her looks so corny. It's so corny.
Um, it was funny because I didn't even realize this when I heard about this. Like I think I've only like seen very little about it, and I didn't realize it became a big enough thing,
Yeah,
like noticeable. So, but yeah, like that is weird.
it's just weird.
Weird to see like legends like just hating on like current day players. It's always been
I,
weird.
I hate when it happens.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's not fun.
There's a lot of NBA players that do that.
Yeah,
I feel like Gilbert Arenas makes a living off it.
yeah.
Um,
I guess because he makes it like funny, so it's not doesn't look as bad.
yeah. What is
Like
like?
that Pacers Thunder jersey swap video is like unironically like legendary. But yeah, no, I hear you.
Um, yeah. I think it's corny. All right. I think our final question. There's 2 questions. Mac asked it, and our friend Tone asked it. Mac said, "I see the Cole poster on the back, so I need a fall off album review." And Tone asked, "What was some of our favorite songs from the fall off?" Did you listen to anything?
No.
Not a song.
No, we listen to Bruno Mars only over here. What
What
about
what's embarrassing is I haven't listened to the Bruno Mars album yet.
you? See, you can't say anything to me then.
But also, I haven't been listening to Fall Off this week. I have like, so it's not like I'm just listening to J Cole. Um, but I will. It takes me a little bit to get into new albums. I will listen to it obviously.
I'm not listening to it because I'm not crazy.
Dude, you
Um,
should. It's a good album.
yeah.
Now,
Whatever you say, buddy. I'm playing.
okay, man.
Nah,
Um,
um,
I think
I'm
so.
playing.
I think my top five. I think my top five favorite songs. Um, is in no particular order. I'm just gonna list them out. Poor Thing, The Let Out, um, Only You, 39 Intro, and Ocean Way. Quick Stop is an honorable mention. Um, I also really like Old Dog. That's another honorable mention. So I should probably make like a top 10 because
No,
like they're all
you're
so
just saying
good.
all the songs.
There's 24 tracks.
Like, oh my gosh, like
I'm not
just
saying
name the
all the
whole
songs.
album. Just name
Okay,
the whole album.
how about this? How about this? Some songs I don't care for.
Sure.
Okay,
Put the whole album.
now the song I really wanted to like because Erica Badu's in it, and it's like she like adds like such a good element to it. But the song "The Villas" I don't like that much because the the chorus is like too corny for me. And like J. Cole always has like an element of corny to him, which is a lot of the critique he has. Um, but it's like the chorus like dreams can come true. Yeah, it's like I've heard. I feel like I've heard that like a million times, and I just didn't care for the hook as much. Um, um, I like Lonely at the Top. It's just not one of my favorites. And the whole world is the Ville. The That's a good song. Just the chorus gets a little repetitive with the he's just spelling out Fayetteville over and over again, and it's just like I feel like it's not one of the stronger hooks in the song. So overall, I really like the album. Um, it's got a lot of replay value. I think he shows a lot of versatility. He sings, he raps. You got pretty much everything you want from a rap album kind of in it. I kind of wish there was more features, just because I think it's always a good thing. Cole usually hits when he has features on his songs. But he also obviously doesn't need it because he's made a lot of his career with not needing features. Um, but yeah, overall, I probably rate the album like a 9 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
He's being overly generous. It was 3 out of 10 on a good day.
You should listen to it, dog.
I'm
You
not.
should listen to it.
I'm not. Uh,
I think there are songs you'll like on it.
okay.
I genuinely think there are songs you'd like on
You
it.
just want to ruin my day, huh? I respect
No, I
it.
want to brighten your day.
Okay. Sure. No, I'm playing.
And I
Um,
will be there. I will be there on tour.
waste of money.
I spent a lot of money. I spent a lot of money.
Hey man, you still
uh,
got to get Bruno Mars tickets, yo. I don't know what you're doing over here.
listen, I'll ask God for forgiveness later.
I'll
How's
ask,
that?
I'll ask credit one for forgiveness later.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll be like, hey, my bank, don't worry. I'm gonna make this back. Don't worry.
Guys, I will not be making this back. You're just gonna have to bear with me.
Next week we'll do a Bruno Mars review because I haven't listened to that yet.
Yeah. Um,
Please
yeah.
don't kill me, London. I'll listen to it. I promise. Um,
Just don't publish the episode till you listen to it.
I'll listen to it tomorrow.
Yeah, he's just lied. Oh my God. Such a liar.
I love Bruno. It's not that I don't like Bruno.
Oh,
It's just So
I'll tell
some
you.
things takes
He's
me a
got,
lot while to get into.
he's got Song of the Year already. Let me just say it like that.
Which one?
Risk it all.
Oh yeah. Well, I've heard that's a good one.
Uh, but yeah, firstly, shout out Tone. Happy birthday. This is coincidentally, we did record it on your birthday, actually.
Happy birthday, Tone.
Um,
I have to text him, I guess. I probably should, right?
yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, duh. Yes.
I guess.
I'll
All right.
flipping that and sending it to him too. Like,
Yeah, no, you should. You should. I'm fine with that, man. All right. We appreciate you guys listening all the way. Uh, make sure to follow the TikTok, follow the Instagrams. We got our clips on there. We got other content and stuff. Tell us what you want to see from us. If there's any other content you want to see. What are you holding?
this is a hanger. Like,
Why
I
did
don't
you
know.
destroy the hanger?
I don't know. I just had it in my hand the whole time. It's like
What a waste.
this is the hanger for this jersey too. I gotta figure this out.
That can't work anymore, man.
It's a can. Hold up. We got this.
Why'd you bend it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna get you fidget toys for the pod. I'm gonna get you
I
sensory fidget toys.
kill it. Wait. I'm not beating the allegations. These aren't allegations. I just
I
made
already bought your birthday gift, but I'm going to add sensory toys on it.
really? What the
It popped on my Instagram feed, and I was like, "Oh snap!" And it was on, and I was like, "Oh, that's perfect."
I'm
And I
always
got
terrified to like buy because I do a lot of impulse spending. He would know that I'll like buy like something they got me. I don't know.
yeah. My problem is I impulse spend on other people. I like never impulse spend on myself because that's when I feel guilty. What
Wait, I did it. We're
is
good.
it? All right. Well, I guess we can call it a hanger.
Yeah. Hager, I barely
Oh,
know
and I was gonna make a joke. I was like, that's more of a hang in there. Um,
her.
that's terrible. Why
I
would they?
know, I know.
All right, we're ending this. We
There we
appreciate you
go.
guys watching. We'll see y'all next week.
Let's see.
We will be making an episode next week. We're
Promise.
not doing this
There's a lot
hiatus
that
crap.
happened.
Yeah, we're so sorry.
Yeah.
Um, all right,
I like shout
peace
out
out.
Bears.